Hi, Shonda here with 3 Oaks Studio, and welcome! Today kicks off our 31 days of Halloween. I'm so excited. This is such a fun time of the year. So this will be our first video, and then you'll need to log on to our Instagram and Facebook and see what other tips and cooking things and desserts and all kinds of things that will be coming up for our 31 days of October. So follow us as we transform our porch to Halloween. All right, so we have got some really amazing things that we're going to use on our front porch for Halloween. This year I'm doing like a black and a white buffalo check. So I'm going to be repeating that pattern, and that's a tip on how to tie a whole look together, is to use one element throughout your whole piece. So like if you're using scarecrows, use scarecrows for the whole thing to tie it all together. If you're using like that vintage Halloween look, make sure you have elements of that everywhere. But we are going to accent everything that we are using today with the black and white buffalo check. That's a mouthful. Black and white buffalo check. So you will see elements of that in everything that we're going to be doing on our front porch. But let's take a look at some of the things we've got. Oh my goodness, there's a hodgepodge of all kinds of stuff here. We got these cute little haunted house lanterns. We've got just some regular black lanterns, some battery candles. Oh my goodness, this little guy. Look at that, look at his little ears. That's so cute. I love him, he's adorable. Some signs. Once again, all year long, I look for things at thrift stores. So I had gotten this at our local thrift store. So this is going to be in one of our videos upcoming soon. Show you how we're going to use this little guy. So as you can see, we got all kinds of stuff scattered here. But the reason we're using the black and white buffalo check is because of these guys back here. Check out these ghosts. Oh my goodness, those are adorable. Those are from Grandin Road. And I got those earlier in the year and absolutely love those. So that's what inspired the black and white buffalo check that we're going to be using. So let's just start with this little area right behind me. So you remember we styled this little piece for fall, and it turned out so cute. We ended up adding some pottery in our pumpkins and put our leaves back there. So how can we just kind of add some elements to make this Halloween? I'll show you how. We're going to add our little, we got this cute little boo sign. This came from TJ Maxx Home Goods. I'm just going to kind of stick him right there. I've got some, these black and white. These are actually Christmas garlands that I got at Hobby Lobby. But it's black and white, so I thought it would tie in our theme, so I grabbed it. So that's a tip for you. Don't, like right now when the Halloween stuff's out, there's also Christmas stuff out. So there's actually a couple Christmas pieces I'm using in with my Halloween. So this is one of them. He's so cute. Oh, I love him. We're just gonna stick him right here. That's a cute little owl. He was in the Christmas from Walmart. I'm going to trade out my pottery for this cute bucket jack-o'-lantern. And of course, we have to use some skulls. But I have to glam my skulls up a little bit. So I'm going to go spray paint him, and I'll be right back. This is my favorite gold spray paint. Not sponsored, but it's this Rust-Oleum metallic. It does a true metallic finish And I use this all the time. So we're gonna take these just normal skulls and I'm gonna glam them up with my metallic gold spray paint. So the key is when you're spray painting items, it's just to do nice light coats. And then we'll flip them around. We'll let that dry a little bit and then we'll flip them around. All right, you see they are much more like, this is my jam, this gold sparkle, but look what a true metallic that is. I'm actually just gonna stick him right in here. Right there in between. I put the other guy right here. Got my boo, my jack-o'-lantern, my gold skull. Let's see here. I'm feeling like I need one more something. Let's add this. Once again, this has got our plaid on it. I believe this came from Michael's. I like layering. So we got the beads and then we got this other garland and it just gives us a nice layered effect. Now time to add some bats. The #1 trending thing right now in your Halloween decor are these paper bats. If you look on Instagram, you look everywhere, you will see the bats are everywhere. So you can order them off of Amazon, you can find them on different websites, or like I said, make your own. And then we've just got this little thing, and I'm just gonna make him a little bit more rugged. So I'm just gonna kind of just shred him a little bit. So he looks a little bit more spookier. So as you can tell, I'm just layering it on what I already had, but I'm just making it not so perfect. We're just cutting him up and shredding him up so he looks a little bit more spookier. Last but not least, we're gonna add some spiders. Now here's a tip that I do every year. I see what goes on sale after the holidays. So like on Halloween, I'll go hit all my favorite stores and I'll go see what they have left over that's on clearance for 50, 60, sometimes 70% off. And I'll go ahead and buy it. I'll stick it back in my stash and I'll have it for later. So that's what I did with these spiders. I had bought these spiders when they were like 60% off and I just put them in my stash and we're just going to add them to our little display here. All right, so we've got our little hutch decorated out here, but the thing I want to share with you is that we've done several things in here, but I want you to realize that you could take one element or two elements to add to your space. So you could do like a little boo sign, or you could do like a little skull, or maybe the spiders, you know, a cute jack-o'-lantern. But I wanted to give you to see how the layering effect looks, and you know, how you can lay it all out to transition that. But like I said, one element would work great in a space. It would just help make your area look a little more spookier. So we're going to go ahead and put our jack-o'-lanterns in the mix with our pumpkins. I love these guys. They're kind of like a terracotta. I get these at our local grocery store, carries these. And I got all kinds of shapes. I would buy a couple each year, just because for the cost of one pumpkin, you can get one of these that lasts you all season long. So these range from $24.99 to, I think the biggest one is $36.99. And like I said, the pumpkins range from $12, $14 to $20 for some of them. So a couple extra dollars. You can get one of these each year, add to your collection every year, and then you'll have a jack-o'-lantern that lasts you for years to come. so excited to use these little ghosts. They are the cutest things ever. So I put the big one right here, and then we're going to kind of stagger them out a little bit right here by the front door. But I want them taller. It's I feel like I've got this big open space right here. So there's a couple things you could do. We could, you know, we could hang a cute sign. But I think I want him a bit taller to be just a more of a presence. So I'm going to try just a wood crate. Let's just try him on the crate and see what it looks like. You know, that's the beautiful thing about decorating, is that you can, if you don't necessarily like it, you can try it again. Keep trying till you like it. We want to make sure he's good and solid on there. So I'm not liking seeing the crate under there. So we're going to take some of our spooky fabric and try to disguise that box and see if we can get it to look a little better. I'm going to bring in some more of this Spanish moss because I can still see the box that I'm not real thrilled about. So let's stream this down and see if I'm going to like that a bit better. So I had found this wreath at a thrift store last year, and the only thing that was wrong with it was there was some chipped places on the black and the orange. So little cheat trick. I took a Sharpie, a black Sharpie. I filled in the spaces that had been scraped off, and I also did it for the orange, and you would never know. Then I was at Walmart, and boom, they had another one. So I picked up one at Walmart. But let me show you, this is what they look like when you buy them at Walmart. And then this is what I added too. So I just took our little bats again, and then affixed our bats on there. And then I just took some of our little check ribbon and just kind of threaded it and just tied cute little flyaways with the ribbon. And then so that went from this to this. I wanted our porch to be very dramatic for Halloween. So we'll have all the candlelight out here, some other things we're going to add throughout the whole season. So I did these drop cloth curtains. So they're super easy on how to use those. But what I did is I used a 12 by 15 painter's drop cloth. You can get these at any hardware store, Sherwin-Williams, anywhere that carries painting supplies. And then I have a bar attached on the other side, and I just clipped the curtains up there. Brought over some zip ties right here, zip tied it back, and then did this cute gingham bow to tie in with our buffalo check. Tip, this was Christmas, but it doesn't have to be used for Christmas. That's our secret, okay? But we're using it for Halloween, but we want to spooky it up just a little bit more. So we're going to add some more black spooky cloth. You know, and we could do this all the way across the top. We could do this, you know, there's just all kinds of different ways that we could spooky this up, and we'll keep adding to it as the season goes. That's what's so fun about decorating, is that it's not a one-time, you know, decorate it and it's done. It's fun to be, you know, moving things and mixing it up and adding things to it and taking things away. So you just never know what you're going to find in places. So it's always so much fun just to kind of just see what you find throughout this season. How you can just add some texture to things. like I said, we could take this and we'll probably, throughout the season, we'll add some more things. We'll probably add some bats going up the curtain, or we'll add some big spiders going up the curtain. But that just shows you how you can just take this, make it very dramatic, and add to our drama of our curtains. Now, for the real drama, Mr. Say James Bond. You know, the new James Bond movie's coming out. We're gonna call him Mr. Gold Bond. Wait, hold on. That's like a. Is that like a powder or something?
That's a crotch.
It's a crotch. Okay, so we're not gonna call you Mr. Gold Bond. Well, you put in the comments below what you think we should name our guy. But he was just a normal skeleton. You'll see we've got one over here that we got. I believe I got these after Halloween one year on clearance. And so we just took him, and of course we had to add our gold spray paint to him. We had to gold him up here. So we're gonna get him climbing this post right here. So bear with us while we try this. We picked these gold candelabras up at a auction and got them, I think, maybe 20 bucks each. If you are got married in the 70s or 80s, or your parents got married in the 70s or 80s, I guarantee they had these in their wedding. These were solid brass, and they came in all kinds of shapes, and it was like the biggest thing to use in weddings. But we're going to spooky it up a little bit. So we took it and we did a black spray paint flat on it. And then I came in with a little bit of a copper and a little bit of a silver. And we just gave it some dimension and some depth with the spray paint. But the thing I am most proud of are the creepy candles. So these are just normal candles. But let me give you a tip. You can, if you live in a climate is hot, or it's still really hot, like leave these in your car, or you can heat them over your stove, like over some steam. And so once they start to kind of get melty a little bit, but you don't want them drip and melt, you just want them to be pliable, bendable, drape them over bottles. So take different size of glass jars, like a jam jar or a spaghetti sauce jar, or things like that you have around your house. And when they're pliable, lay them across these objects and let them dry. And then you will get these candles with all of these funky shapes. I absolutely love it. But you know, we got to dress it up a little bit more. We got our little mantle shelf up here, and you guys loved the shelf as much as I did. Everybody just loved it. So I am so grateful. I just love it. I still do. So just a quick little tip. This is a budget-friendly tip. So let's just say you have one little area and we have less than $20 to spend on our Halloween decorations. You can do it. I promise you. So this little sign came from Michael's. Michael's, you watch their sales, you watch their coupons. You can get everything. I think right now, like all their Halloween stuff is 50% off. Leading up, I think it was 40% off, and then you use your coupons. So I think this sign ended up being like around $7, $8. I'm using my same black and white ribbon that I got, that I've been using all over. So if you needed to pick up one spool of ribbon, once again, wait till it's on sale. Wait till you have a coupon, tie you a cute little bow on that. We're gonna add our black and white gingham to this little sign. We're gonna bring this candle over. We're gonna stick him right in there with this little bow. Stick it right there. So less than $20, you have a little Halloween area. All right, so we've added a few more little layers to our shelf. So we added some black beading and some bats, and that's what I want to talk to you about. When you want to do things, add a little accent, do it in sets of 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 bats. Here's our Halloween pillows. I have an idea for you. If you're going to use pillows that are not made for outside, these are not made for inside. You can take a can of Scotch Guard, spray it down, and that will protect your pillows if you're using them on a covered porch. I wouldn't recommend these being out on an uncovered patio, but Scotch Guard your pillows. Another thing, I love pattern on pattern, but what makes this work is that they're 2 different sizes. So we got the larger check here and the smaller check here. Then that orange brings in that, so that makes a cute, cozy Halloween swing. Here's a quick, cheap tip for you. So I just had some like this cheesecloth, and so I just took my spray paint. I'm just painting it because I don't want this bright, clean, white piece hanging. This can is just about out, but while it's still wet, go where you've got a little dirt, throw it in the ground, wrap it around, get it muddy, get it dirty, and that'll the dirt and the leaves and the junk will stick to it because the paint was damp, and that just gives it that weathered, old weathered look that we want. Hey guys, thank you for joining us for our transformation of our fall porch into our Halloween porch. I hope you found some tips that will be helpful for you, whether it's a small porch or a big porch. We hope you find some tips to help. But you really want to see this lit up at night, so make sure you join us at the very end to get some great spooky night clips. So once again, we thank you for your support. It means the world to us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to our first goal of 1,000 subscribers. So please go on there and just take that time to subscribe. That would mean so much to us. We would greatly appreciate it. So once again, thank you all, and join us on all of our social platforms for our 31 days of Halloween. Bye guys.